Here are the sights and sounds of Las Palmas in Gran Canaria. It's the largest city in the Canary Islands, and it's quite busy but quite nice. And they have some odd ideas of architecture, very odd ideas of what a statue is. But there you go. Back that up a bit, and I'll just do a sweep here. And there's Hugh. There you go. And he's behind, or in front of rather, one of these trees which is specific to the region, that tree there. And there you go. So we're just off on this little excursion. You can see all the palm trees. I wonder if I can get those. Yeah, you can see all the palm trees. They kind of line most of the avenues here. That's where all the palms in Spain come from here in Las Palmas. So there you go. Okay, and I'll show you more later. So here we are, just walking down one of these lovely avenues again in Las Palmas. And the sea is over on that side. And we're going to pass one of their fantastic parks here. There you go. And I'm going to do something which I don't normally do, which is walk on their grass, which is quite rough grass. But here you go. There you go. That's it. Quite nice. Nice big park that they have. And the temperature is really warm. It's about, by the way, it is the 7th of November, and the temperature is about 75 degrees. So there you go. And we're just walking down the road that way to pick up a bus, which is going to take us to another big park that they have on the island. Looks really quite nice. There you go. Got another park. Again, really nice with all these palm trees and stuff. Kind of goes down further along there. Look at this really nice building. Let's see. Waving. Nice beautiful day. There we have more fountains. Water. More sights and sounds of Las Palmas. Las Palmas. Las Palmas. So we're going to stop here and have a coffee before we go on to have a look at their botanical gardens. So let's get to later. So we're just making our way down some steps now through the botanical gardens. You can see all those palm trees there. It's really quite a dry and arid climate here. There's some houses. This is just literally on the outside of Las Palmas. I don't think it's very nice looking, but it's okay. And again, just some steps. And the guy who built this had this as his garden, and gave it to the city as a gift. But you can see all the steps leading to different parts of the botanical gardens. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to make our way to the bottom and look at the volcanoes. So, my volcanoes. There you go.
Don't fall off the side.
There's a volcano. That's the way back to the Mirador. And that's just suddenly the exit. Okay, off we go to the volcano. See you later. These are just, we're still on the same path. Oh, by the way, this is the cave, alright? Okay. Yeah, a little basic. Anyway, so, just along there, though, you'll see, particularly on that plateau, you'll see, I hope, you can see how it kind of gets a bit greener and a bit more interesting. And there are plenty of little mountains here. It's a nice little island. Very neat. Little village there, whatever that's called. And then it kind of goes up there. Anyway, there you go. And we're still, as you can see, pretty high because we'll eventually make our way down there. And where those pools are. Okay, speak later. This is one of the blossoms that comes from a really ugly plant that we gave to our friend in France. And this is actually what the plant looks like. And this is what its blossom looks like. Isn't that great? And of course in full bloom, it looks like this one over here. Very impressive. Okay, on we go to the volcano. So the trees in front of you, and I'll just zoom in on one, so you actually see what I'm talking about. These little trees here are called dragon trees. And they only grow here. They only grow native here, I mean to say. You can buy them for any warm climate, but they grow native here. And they're just called the dragon trees of Las Palmas. Okay, that's the dragon tree walk, by the way. Okay. These are birds of paradise, which grow wild here. I'm just zooming in on one. You can see there's a whole kind of load of them just around here. And then you see the palm trees. Oops, not there, again. Palm trees. This is just a hill. We're just waiting for the guagua, which is what the Spanish here call the bus. But these are quite amazing. Anyway, there you go.
Get the road side.
This is the
on the other side there.
Pico Bandama. And we're going to walk up there. It's just a few feet up.
Yeah, right, to
But
the top of the hill.
it takes us to the top of that hill there, which is the top of a volcano. So we're looking down a volcano. This is actually a volcano's crater, and that's where a little town is that we just drove through. Some houses, big houses there. Across. Very nice. Okay, we're going to walk up.
The caldera of Bandama forms a perfect bowl, 1 kilometer across, out that way, and 200 meters or 656 feet deep, down that way.
Deep is going down that way. You can see it's pretty deep.
The slopes are made up of dark grey ash, part of which we're standing on at the moment, which is sort of lava. But the floor is a little bit fertile, it says, and there's one farm down there, which I should think grows cactus.
That's the ash that we're standing on. You can't grow anything on that.
There are supposed to be very good views from the Pico de Bandana, which is from where we're standing up on our left.
That's the Pico. And this is the Monumental Natural de Bandana. And here it is in cartoon form. Poof!
And we're standing there.
Boom! Explosion! There you go. That's where we're standing. That's the explosion. And then it keeps exploding over here. And then it starts to unexplode here.
And the word caldera, used to describe the volcano, it comes from this island.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Impressive. Man, it's hot today. Ooh, it is about 80 degrees out here.
Okay, let's take the road up.
And now we're going to take the road up to the caldera. No, Pico.
Pico.
Pico. This is just looking more at this funny old crater. We'll be at the peak in just a few minutes, but just thought, well, as we're in the shade. There's apparently is the mad farmer who owns just that little piece of land down there. But there's no road to get down there. There are little paths that you can walk. So there's no way out. Once you're there, you're there. Weird old place. That's Hugh. We're almost near the Pico. There you go.
Too hot.
He says it's too hot. Too hot. There you go. Right across here. Just a view there. See? It's a weird landscape. Very weird. I'll get a better view of this later, but this is where madness lies with the Spanish. This is the first golf course in Spain. And I'm just backing up. We're still at the peak, by the way. And I'm just backing up to give you a better view of the golf course. I'll get a better view once we're at the top, but this is the first golf course ever in Spain. And it's right at the top of a volcano. There you go. Alright, speak to you later. We've reached it. The Pico de Bandama. Altitude, 569 meters. It's not very high. How do you feel, Hugh?
Sweaty.
Sweaty. Are you happy to finally be here, Hugh?
No, I'm very pleased. I'm trying to work out which other islands we should be able to see from here.
Okay, so he's going to work that out. And in the meantime, what I'll do is I'll walk us to the cliff. Don't worry, I won't throw us off. Kind of a cloudy day into the sea there. But you can see some boats in the sea. And way over there is Las Palmas. And I'll zoom in as much as tight as I can. But all that little city there is where we're staying. Told you I'd give you a better view. Here's the view of the golf course. We're right at the peak now. See if I can actually zoom in a little bit on the golf course. Wow. Imagine playing that, Glenn. That'd be crazy. That's right at the edge of this funny old crater. Look at that. Here's the crater, right? It just goes on and on and on. So now what I'm doing is I'm just walking us around the whole of the top here at the Pico. Here a lot of German and a lot of French and a lot of English. I like being here. Could it be because it's November and everybody's in shorts? Look, there's Hugh. There's his shorts. See? It's so warm here.
If we go down this way, we can cut off a little bit of that road.
Oh, good, okay. Look at that. Just incredible. This is in the middle of one of the parks here in Las Palmas. Big municipal building now. Again, there are those dragon trees which are so popular here. And they only grow here, by the way. There. Here. And I think somewhere there is Hugh. That's it. I'll get him to say something in a minute. Back up. Okay.
Come on, let's go walkabout.
Where are we going walkabout?
Through the Barrio San Telmo. Yes, very clever.
Oh, look at that. Okay. We're walking through the Barrio San Telmo, which of course is Saint Elmo. This is just the pedestrian area where you can walk through and see all the shops, which are just kind of along the sides here. It's quite nice. Goes for a pretty long time.
Estamos caminando un rato.
Interesting. And again, lots of little shops, lots of people. You think these guys never have a day's work. They just walk around all day long enjoying the day. It's a beautiful day, by the way. It's about 74 degrees. Apparently the island never changes. It stays around 74 degrees all year long.